Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I see 35 people, including me and Natasha on here. So I think we have some new people. Is there anybody here? If you're not mute, if you're muted, I'm not going to be able to hear you. So I'm just letting you know. If you're new, would you just let me know? Anybody new that wasn't in Beginner's Bridge?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so I just wanted to take a minute and just go over some of the ground rules that the people that were with me for the 10 sessions of Beginner's Bridge are familiar with. First of all, in the chat, I've put my, in the chat, you'll see the meeting ID and passcode for this. So you could either go on manually with the meeting ID and passcode into Zoom, or you can access the Zoom link through the website. You just go on the events calendar, click on Intermediate Bridge, and then you'll be directed to something that says join Zoom event now. And if you click on that, you can get right in with that. I've also put in my email address, acdan@aol.com. It's in the chat, and you could feel free to contact me anytime. Send me an email saying, you know, you went over such and such in class. I'm really not getting it. And I can either send you back an email, or I can ask you for your number and I'll give you a call. And I'm willing to spend some time between classes to help you out. The other thing I wanted to say is about muting. So it is up to you whether you want to be muted or not. I would prefer that you are unmuted because it's a very interactive class. I ask a lot of questions, and I would like to be able to get some feedback from you and know that you're getting what I'm saying. It is also up to you whether you want to have your video on or off. Let me just take a look and see what we have here. I would say we have about half the people that are muted. Half the people are maybe a little more than half are muted. A little more than half have their video off. So if you want to keep yourself unmuted, I love it. I'm just going to ask that if you get a phone call, mute yourself, please, if you're going to answer the call, because I've seen people who get up and they walk away from the computer and they pick up the phone and they're in the next room and we hear every word they're saying. And so that totally interrupts the class. So please mute yourself if you're going to get a phone call. If someone starts talking to you, my email address is not in the chat.
Yes, it was.
I thought it was. If you go to chat.
Yeah, it's the first thing in chat, Ann.
Yeah.
It's there.
I know I put it in acdan@aol.com. It's right above where the meeting ID is. Okay, so like I said, so if the phone rings, just please mute yourself, then you can pick it up and walk away. All right. The way the class is formatted is you get these, we have handouts. I'm hoping everybody has, let me see how many pages, the 40 pages of the handout. You're not going to be able to really get anything out of this class if you don't have the handout, because I refer to it constantly. We have in the handout, we always start with instructional materials, and then there's usually some kind of little review, and then we have sample hands. I've asked Natasha to put the sample hands, when we get to the sample hands, to put them up in the shared screen so everybody can be looking at it at the same time. Or you don't have to look at it in the shared screen. You can just look at it on the handout. So it is really helpful if you deal out the hands that, you know, the sample hands that are going to be coming up, if you have them dealt out already. If you have some decks of cards, you have a table, you deal out the hand. That one, when we talk about the play of the hand, you can actually physically pull out the card that's being played. Otherwise, you just have the piece of paper and you just make little tick marks as I say we're going to play that card. So if you could take the time to deal out the hand, even better if you could take the time to take a look at the bidding of the hand and how you would play that hand prior to the class. The more you physically handle cards, the more you're going to get out of this class. So there are people in this class that were with me from beginning bridge that never played cards, never played bridge before, that have never physically actually played a hand of bridge with real cards. They've only done it on paper. and you're getting a very one-dimensional view of bridge. So the more you can physically play with cards, if you can't physically play with cards, go on a bridge site. I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put a couple of bridge sites in the chat. What happens in the chat? Okay, so there's one called bridgebase.com. And there's another one called bridgedoctor.com. And there's another one called trickster.com. I just put it in the chat. Now, of those three, the only one there's a fee for is bridgedoctor.com. I think they give you a trial for free, but then there's a monthly fee. With bridgebase.com and trickster.com, you can play with friends. You can join a room, join a table that is missing somebody, and you can just play with strangers, or you can play against the computer. At this point, you might be more comfortable playing against the computer because you won't have anybody sending you little chat messages like, hurry up, what's going on? So this way you could take as much time as you want to think. So that's my suggestion. I've also offered, and I think I offered this in beginning bridge, I have offered to actually play. If there are 3 people that would like to play, I would be the 4th. And I would join a game on probably Trickster. That's the one I prefer the most. So if you send me an email, if I get an email from 3 people saying, yeah, I'd love to have a game, I'll set something up. And you have my email address. I can't say I could set it up the next day, but I'll set it up and for all 4 of us to play. And Trickster, the thing I like about Trickster is that you can click on something to enable the audio, enable the video and audio. So we could see each other and we could also hear each other. So I could explain why I think you should play a certain card. So that's my best offer to you.
And I don't see the websites. Did you hit enter?
Yeah, they're not on it.
They're
They're
not
not
on
on
the
there.
Why am I not seeing this? Because when I look at the chat, I see it.
You have to do it to everyone.
Yeah, you just sent it to
Oh,
me.
is that what I did?
Yeah,
All right. Sorry, everyone. And now I have to do it again then. I thought it was to everyone. Bridgebase.com. Is that coming up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
I thought it was to everyone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
All
Thank
right. So
you.
Bridge Doctor is the one that has the little fee.
Right.
All right. So also, if you're new, I'd like to tell you that I always start off with a schedule. So you have a schedule here on your first page. So you know what's coming up. You could feel free to look ahead to review the material so it's not brand new when I go over it. I start each class with a little review of what we did in the previous class. Sometimes we don't get to finish all the sample hands, and I will say to you, do it for homework, and I'll go over it the next session. Does anyone have any questions before we begin?
Yes, I have one question.
Yes.
We all don't know each other in this class because we're all in our own homes, etc. But I do love the idea of getting together with 3 of us and you to play and to really learn how to play a card game. Is there some way that we can connect with one another?
Well, I know you could always send me an email. I don't know what the policy of the library is. Natasha, if they send you an email or they send Janine an email saying that they would like to create an email contact sheet, would that be something that the library could do for them?
I think we could do that, yes.
Or if maybe they could just put their email address up in the chat if they're interested, if they want to share it with everybody.
Yeah, if you'd like, put your email address in the chat and someone can get in touch with you personally, or if you just email, let me put my email in the address.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, so you could either email Natasha,
Create a contact list.
yeah, to create a contact list, and then you guys can be in touch with each other.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. So the last time, when we had our last session of Beginner's Bridge, we went over Jacobi Transfer. And I'd just like to spend a couple of minutes just reviewing about Jacobi Transfer. And then we're going to go on to Stamen, which is very close to Jacobi. They're related. They're kind of like cousins, but not identical cousins. So you don't need to go over and find your old packet. That's okay. I'm going to just review Jacobi now, and you don't need that material, but I wanted to go over it. So Jacobi Transfer is a response to a 1-no trump or a 2-no trump opening bid. We've spent a lot of time in Beginner's Bridge talking about how do you respond to your partner's minor suit opening. And if I use any terms that you don't understand, you can jump in and say, Ann, could you explain what that means? So your partner opens in a minor suit. We're going to have our review. We'll talk about what you do then. Your partner opens in a major suit. In our review, we'll talk about what you do then. And then last time was the first time I said, well, what happens if your partner opens in no trump? If you remember, your main concern in the bidding is to try to find a fit in a major suit. You guys remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, major suit. That doesn't mean you're always going to play in a major suit. But if you can't find a fit in a major suit, then you try to play in no trump. You try to see if maybe we have no trump covered. And a last resort would be a minor suit. And remember, the reasoning behind that is that in a major suit, a complete game is at the 4 level, no trump, it's at the 3 level. But in a minor suit, what's complete game level?
5.
5 clubs and 5 diamonds. So, you know, it's a lot of, not that easy to make 11 tricks. All right, so Jacobi 2-no trump is one way to try to find a fit in a major suit when your partner has opened in no trump. And what I said was, what I taught you last time was that if you have a 5-card, this is used for a 5-card major suit, your partner opens in 1 no trump, and you have a 5-card major. Does anyone remember how do you show that 5-card major as the responder? Now we're assuming that your opponents haven't bid. So I'm
Bid
south,
under.
north opens 1 no trump, east passes, and now it's my bid. How do I show that 5-card major?
By showing a
Bid
suit
one.
one less
One.
than what
One.
you have.
I show the suit. I bid my major suit by not actually bidding my major suit, but by bidding the suit right below it. So if you think about the bidding scale, clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades, and of course, no trump on top. If I have a 5-card heart suit, what would be the suit right below hearts?
Diamond.
Diamonds. So my response to 1 no trump would be 2 diamonds. And by that, I am showing partner, I have 5 cards. I have not promised anything in terms of points. I can do that with as few as no points. I'm just trying to get to the right suit, but I must have 5. What is my partner going to do at that point when it comes back to him?
Answer.
He is going to bid my suit.
Right.
We, at a minimum, have 7 cards in that suit. How do I know? Because he is not going to open 1 no trump unless he has at least a doubleton in my suit. You cannot open no trump with a singleton or a void. Well, you shouldn't. I mean, no one's going to kill you. Well, I would if I was your partner. But you cannot open no trump unless you have a minimum of 1 doubleton. I mean, a maximum of 1 doubleton. So I know we have at least 7. Hopefully we have more. So he is now going to say 2 hearts. So the bidding is 1 no trump by my partner, 2 diamonds from me. Partner, I have 5 hearts. I'm bidding the suit under hearts. He is now going to say 2 hearts. What happens next is going to be dependent on how many points I have. If I use Jacobi Transfer and I'm sitting there with 3 points in my hand, I'm not going to keep pushing him. Why? How many points does my partner have when he opened 1 no trump?
15 to 17.
15 to 17. If I'm sitting there with 3 points, that means we
You don't
have
have
18, right? To 20 points. We're not gonna make more than 2 hearts. So he's bidding my suit and I'm gonna let it go. If I have more points, I'm not gonna go through everything, but if I have more points, I'm gonna keep pushing the bidding. If I have 9 points, then we have a good shot at game. If I have 10 points, we definitely have game. We may end up in no trump, even though he bid the hearts, because if I only have 5 and I know he only has 2, based on his bidding, then we belong in no trump. But you'll have to look at the sheet. If you're new to the class and you don't have the sheet on Jacobi Transfer, Natasha, is there any way that the final lesson from the beginner's bridge could be emailed to them if they ask for it? Is that
Sure.
still accessible?
I'll have to ask Janine for the packet, but we should be able to do that for you.
But
Right, we just need the last few pages on Jacobi
by
Transfer.
the way, a simple Google search will give you everything you know on a page about Jacobi.
I know.
I mean, I'm saying if you can't get it, at least you can
Right.
get it that way.
If you do a simple Google search on any of these things, then you will be able to get the information you need. Okay, now, of course, it works the same way if you have 5 spades. So if your partner opens 1 no trump and you've got 5 spades, how do you tell him you have 5 spades?
2 hearts.
Hearts.
Hearts. Then he will now on his turn say 2 spades. So I mentioned to you last time, why do you do this? Why not just bid your suit? Why not when your partner says 1 no trump, why don't you just say 2 hearts, meaning that you have 5 hearts? Because if you do that and you end up in hearts, you with that little hand is going to be the declarer. And your partner who opened 1 no trump is going to be the dummy. And all those points are going to be on the table for everyone to see. And if you can help it, you don't want the strong hand to be the dummy. You want the weak hand to be the dummy.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody understands that. It also works, of course, if your partner opens 2 no trump. Tell me what a 2 no trump opening bid means.
20
20 to 21 points and a balanced hand, just like a 1 no trump is not just 15 to 17, but 15 to 17 with a balanced hand. So when your partner opens 2 no trump and you've got a 5 card major, you're going to show it. So let's say your partner opens 2 no trump and you've got 5 hearts. What's your response?
Diamonds.
Give me the bid. 3
Three
diamonds.
diamonds.
You can't say 2 diamonds because he opened 2 no trump. You have to be higher on the bidding scale. Partner opens 2 no trump and you've got 5 spades. What's your response?
3 hearts.
3 hearts. And it has to mean the same thing every time. You cannot use Jacobi Transfer sometimes and other times not. Meaning that if your partner says 1 no trump, you have to have an agreement with your partner that if you say 2 hearts, it always means that you've got the spades. Or that if you say diamonds, it always means that you've got the hearts. You can't ever just say, today I'm going to say 2 hearts and it's going to mean hearts.
Question. Do you
Yes.
ever say it? Do you ever say, if you have 5 diamonds, do you ever say clubs?
Okay, that's a good question. Jacobi Transfer is usually used, I shouldn't say usually, it's often used just for major suits.
Okay.
There is such a thing as a minor transfer in Jacobi Transfer. I don't like it because my attitude is if you have a fit in a minor suit, I'd like you to play it in no trump.
Mhm.
Not in the minor suit. Because remember what I said, you have to go all the way up to 5. The response for that would be 2 spades. If you use a minor transfer, if you want to use Jacobi to show 5 cards in a minor suit, when your partner opens 1 no trump, you would say 2 spades. The reason you wouldn't say clubs to mean diamonds is when we do Stamen today, we're going to talk about a 2 club response to a 1 no trump opening bid, meaning something else.
Ann, can I ask a question?
So for now, I'll take that question in a second. So for now, don't even think about a transfer to show minor suits. Just say, I'm going to bid 2 diamonds to show 5 hearts. I'm going to bid 2 hearts to show 5 spades. If my partner opens 1 no trump. Question.
Yeah, if your partner opens 1 no trump and there's an intervening bid,
Hi, June.
Hi, Ann.
Go ahead. Yes,
Yeah.
if there's an intervening bid,
I have a second question.
okay, well, of course, if there's an intervening bid, generally what is conventional is that you don't use the transfer. So that your bid would be natural. So, hi, Ruth, I'm gonna pick on you for a second. Ruth says one no trump. And I'm sitting there all ready to say 2 hearts, meaning that I have 5 spades, right? And then, so Ruth's north, east says 2 diamonds. She intervenes in the bidding. Most people play it that I am not going to use Jacobi transfer now. I will just say 2 spades, meaning that I have 5 spades.
A second question.
You need 6 points then, though.
I'm sorry?
You need 6 points then.
No,
When you, with the second bid,
not as a response to no trump. I'm just going to bid the spades if I have 5 spades.
and 0 points.
I could do it
Okay.
one time.
If your partner,
June, your question?
if your partner bids one no trump, you bid
Yes.
2 hearts, meaning 2 spades. They bid 2
Yes.
spades. If
Meaning
the-
that you have 5 spades, you mean?
Right, yeah, you have 5 spades.
Uh-huh.
If the other 2 people seem to be passing, should you then bid 2 no trump just to give your partner a choice to make sure you don't?
You're
get
talking about
passed out?
opener?
If the opener bids one no trump, and the
And
responder,
your response is 2 hearts, meaning that you
Right.
have 5 spades? You want opener to now bid no trump?
no, they bid the 2 spades. They have to bid the 2 spades. Should I, as the responder, then say?
Oh, okay. So here's the answer. So North, let me write it down. North says 1 no trump. South says 2 hearts. Partner, I have 5 spades. North then says 2 spades. June, is this what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the question is, what does South do next? It's going to depend, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because I want to get to today's lesson. So I'm gonna wrap it up with this answer. What South is going to do next is going to be dependent on how many points she has and how many spades she has. If she has 8 or fewer points, she's going to pass on North's bid of 2 spades. You got that, June? June?
I went
I lost
off mic, yes, I have it.
If South has 8 or fewer points, as soon as North transfers to her suit, as soon as North bids spades, South's going to say, good enough for me. If South has 9 points, she wants to bid again. She wants to give an invitation. Remember, North has 15 to 17 points. If you add 9 to that, there's a chance they have game, right?
Yeah.
So she has to bid something, otherwise there won't be any chance of a game. If she has more than 5 spades, if she has 6 spades, she knows there's a fit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So she will bid the spades again. She will say 3 spades because she will invite North to go to game. But if South only has 5 spades, can she be sure there's a fit with North? No, because North may have opened 1 no trump with only 2 spades. So that's when, June, she will now say 2 no trump with 9 points. So
And
she will
above
say,
9
if she says 2 no trump now, what she's saying is, first of all, partner, I have 9 points. I'm inviting you to game. Second of all, partner, I can't be sure there's a fit in spades, so I'm going to bid no trump. And North will know what that bid means. North will say she's not repeating the spade, she's not sure there's a fit, but she's still bidding, which means there's an invitation to game.
And if there are
So
more than 9.
what will
points-
North do at that point if he has 15 points? He might just pass, right?
Yeah.
If he has 17 points, he will definitely go to game. But what will he go to game in? It's going to depend on how many spades he has. Because he now knows that South only has 5 because she didn't push the spades. So if North only has 2 spades, he will go to game in 3 no trump. But if North in fact has 3 spades or more, he will then go to game in spades. Follow?
Yes, if you have more than like 10 points or above, you will just go to 3 no trump or
South, If South has 10 points or more and five spades only, she will then go to game 3 no trump.
Okay.
But again, North knows what that no trump bid means. It means that South's not sure of a fit. So if North has 3 spades, North can then say 4 spades on top of 3 no trump. Make sense, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Again, as Michael said, please Google this. All this stuff is available online. Okay, so let's go to Stamen Convention, which is another response to 1 no trump or 2 no trump. So I'm going to give you, I always give a few minutes for you guys to look over the material. So please look over page 2 and 3. Is there anyone that doesn't have it and needs it to go into the shared screen?
I don't have it, but I have the beginner statement. Are you using those pages? from the
Yes,
beginner?
why don't you have the handouts for the intermediate?
Because she's gonna mail it to me.
Oh,
Janine is sending it to me.
okay, it's the same material then,
Okay, I have the 3 pages.
but you don't have the other stuff that we're doing today.
I probably don't have that.
No, you
But
don't.
I-
Okay, but
but
that's okay. I'll work around it. It's okay.
Okay,
I'll make it
thank
work
you.
for you. All right, so please look over in the new handout. It's page 2 and 3. I don't know what the pages were in the beginners, but it's the Stamen Convention. June, did that answer your question?
Yes, it was very informative, seriously.
Well, thank you.
The first one has 8 bars.
Okay, so. So you know what I'm gonna ask you to do? I'm gonna ask you to look over the opener responder examples, but don't do them, please. Because I don't want you to do the practice material just based on what you read. I want to talk about it with you. So let's get back together in about 3 minutes.
Can you put it on the shared screen?
Natasha, would you put page 2 and page 2 up there, please? Just need page 2.
Thank you.
What's the one?
Thank you. You have to scroll up. You just went kind of past it. That's it. And bingo. Natasha, you get an A+. About 1 more minute. Okay, so let's talk about Stamen. So if everybody could either look at the screen or look at their packet on page 2. Just like Jacoby's named after somebody, Stamen is named after somebody. It doesn't mean stay man. That's a joke. You could laugh. It's okay. This convention is used as a response to one no Trump or two no Trump opening. So the responder who uses this convention must have two things in their hand. They must have at least 8 high card points and a 4-card major suit. So your partner has opened one no Trump or two no Trump. You look down at your hand and you say, look at that. I've got 8 high card points and I've got a 4-card major. And how do you show that? You bid 2 clubs. So up here, I have partner opened one no Trump. I say 2 clubs. Partner, I have a 4-card major. I'm not saying which one I have, but I have one or both of the 4-card majors. So it goes back to the opener who said one no Trump. What you're asking the opener to do is to say whether he has a 4-card major. So if I say one no Trump and my partner says 2 clubs, he's saying, partner, I have at least 8 points and I have a 4-card major. What do you have in your hand? It is now my turn to show a 4-card major if I have it. So if I have 4 hearts, I will say, what will I say?
2 hearts.
2 hearts. I said one no Trump, partner said 2 clubs. I've got 4 hearts. I will say 2 hearts. Does that mean we have a match in hearts?
No.
No, because his 4-card major might have been spades. If I have 4 spades, I will say 2 spades. What if I have both? What if I opened one no Trump and I have 4 hearts and 4 spades?
Bid the lower one.
Hi.
Bid the lower one. Just like if my partner opened one diamond and I had 4 hearts and 4 spades, I'd respond with the lower one. You guys remember that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're assuming that the other pair hasn't bid, the intervening person
If
hasn't
you
bid.
look at number
Correct.
4, it says if there's a bid by the opposition after opener bids one no Trump, you can't use either Jacobi or Stamen. I
Okay,
really shouldn't have said can't. It's an agreement between partners, but most, like I said, it's conventional. Most of the time, you can assume that most pairs play, most partnerships play, where if there's an intervening bid, they don't use Jacobi or Stamen. Okay?
Mhm.
Right, so for now, we're assuming that there's no intervening bid. So my partner opens one no Trump, I say 2 clubs, he says 2 hearts. And I'm the responder, I've got 4 hearts and 4 spades. We have a fit. Or I just have 4 hearts. We have a fit, he bid my suit. What if on the other hand, he says one no Trump, I say 2 clubs, he says 2 hearts, and my suit is spades. I'm the responder with 4 spades. Do we have a fit?
No.
no,
Maybe.
Maybe.
Because what if the opener who said one no Trump had 4 hearts and 4 spades? We just said he would bid the hearts first. So he might have 4 spades to go with my spades and just didn't get a chance to bid it yet. At which point I will then bid 2 spades. So he will say one no Trump. I will say 2 clubs. I have a 4-card major or both 4-card majors and 8 points. He will say 2 hearts. And I, with 4 spades, can still say 2 spades. Which means, partner, just in case you had 4 spades and didn't get a chance to bid it, I want you to know that I have 4 spades. When it gets back to him, if there is a fit in spades, he can either keep bidding or whatever. Don't worry about that. But he will let you know that there's a fit in spades. If in fact he bid hearts when you asked him what his 4-card major was and he didn't have the spades, what will he do now?
No Trump.
He will bid no Trump. Just let that mantra go through your head. If there's no fit in a major suit, you try for no Trump. So let's say opener has 4 hearts. He has 15 to 17 high card points. He has 4 hearts. He says one no Trump. He has 3 spades and 4 hearts and whatever in the other suits. He says one no Trump. You as his partner say 2 clubs, meaning what?
You have a 4-card.
We
You have at least one
major,
4-card
8
major
points.
and at least 8 points. And you're asking him if he has a 4-card major. Gets back to opener, he says 2 hearts. You look down at your hand, you don't have 4 hearts, you have 4 spades. You say 2 spades. Opener has 17 points. And he does not have 4 spades. He only has 4 hearts. You just told him you have 8 points or more, right? And you don't have 4 hearts because you didn't accept the fit in hearts. What's his next bid?
No
No
trump.
trump.
No Trump.
No trump. What if he had 15 points and there's no fit in hearts?
3 no trump.
2 no trump. You may have as few as 8 points.
Mhm.
If he only has 15, you can't go to 3 no trump with 23 points. Is that clear though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting that? Okay. So let's have a different scenario. Just because you have a 4-card major doesn't mean opener does. So opener opens 1 no trump. And I'll show it again. Opener opens 1 no trump. He does not have a 4-card major. Certainly able to open 1 no trump. You say 2 clubs. Partner, I have at least 8 points. I have a 4-card major. It gets back to him. What if he doesn't have a 4-card major? A match for a 4-card. What is he going to bid?
2 no trump.
2 no Trump.
Nope.
2
Look at number
diamonds.
Look at
2
number 3.
diamonds.
He's going to say 2 diamonds.
Oh, 2 diamonds.
That is the conventional bid. So he says 2 diamonds, and that means, sorry, no 4-card major in this hand. And how do you remember it's diamonds? Diamond starts with a D, and don't have it starts with a D. So you can remember to bid 2 diamonds, 1 no trump opener, if your partner asks you for a 4-card major and it isn't there. Okay? Okay, so I think we covered everything in those 5 examples. I just want to ask you a question. What if your partner opens 1 no trump and you in fact have 8 points, but you don't have a 4-card major? Can you use Stamen?
No.
No.
The whole purpose of Stamen is to say, I have a 4-card major. I'm bidding 2 clubs because I have a 4-card major and maybe you do. And I'm hoping for a fit in a major suit. So what do you think you do if you have 8 points, responder,
2
and
no
you don't have
trump.
a 4-card major? You're going to say 2 no trump. Partner says 1 no trump, you say 2 no trump. You invite him. You don't go right to game because if he has 15 points and maybe even 16 points, you don't have a game. What about if partner opens 1 no trump and you've got 10 points, but no 4-card major?
3 no
What are you going to answer him when he says 1 no trump?
3 no Trump.
3 no.
3 no Trump.
2 no trump.
Doesn't it depend on what you have? What if you
I
have?
just
a whole
told you what
slew
you
of
have.
diamonds?
Okay, hang on a second. Partner opens 1 no trump. You, I'm going to hold this up in a second, have 10 points, no 4-card major, no 5-card major, no nothing. Just 10 points. You got 4 cards, but it's not in a major suit.
3 no Trump.
3 no trump.
Can't see what you're putting up. Hold it higher. Okay.
I can't see it. The Stamen Convention page is up.
Oh, are you done
You
with
don't
that?
see me?
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't see you.
I see it.
Okay, then I,
Okay, now you're back.
The question is, what if you have 7 diamonds?
I don't care.
As long as you don't have a major suit, you don't care? You don't, after
Don't
1
care.
no trump, you're
I
not
don't
gonna
care.
bid the diamonds?
Here's the thing. Your main concern is a major suit. If you don't have a fit in a major suit, you show no trump. You don't think those 7 diamonds are going to help you in no trump?
Of course.
Of course they will. There's nothing more delicious when you're playing no trump than a nice long minor suit. And you know you're going to be able to get to those diamonds in the dummy because you didn't bid 1 no trump with a singleton. So you've got diamonds in your hand to get to your partner's diamonds. Do not show a diamond. Do not show diamonds when your partner opens, or clubs when your partner opens in no trump. Either show a major fit, major suit fit, or go for no trump. What if you have 6 points and your partner opens 1 no trump and you don't have a major suit to show? What do you do with 6 points?
Pass.
Pass. What if you have 4 hearts and 6 points and your partner opens 1 no trump?
Pass.
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 8 points for Stamen. Oh, good. This is good. I'm going to stop bothering you now. What if you have 6 points and 5 hearts and your partner opens 1 no trump?
Jacoby.
Don't say pass.
Jacoby.
I have to
But
have
I'd
5
say
points.
2 diamonds because you don't need a minimum number of points to
Yeah.
use Jacobi. You only need the minimum number of points to use Stamen. Okie dokie.
Do you
Okay.
say Jacoby when
Everybody's
you do
got
that?
it in their little head?
Yes.
Do you say
Okay, let's
Jacoby?
take question.
Do you say Jacoby when you do that?
No. Cannot, you just like you can't say, I'm opening 1 spade partner, that means I have 13 to 21 points and I've got 5 spades.
No,
You can't tell your partner what your bid means. You have to make an assumption that your partner understands how to play bridge. On the other hand, you should have a conversation with your partner and say, partner, do you play Jacobi Transfer? Do you play Stamen? What is your range for opening 1 no trump? Because I'm teaching you 15 to 17, but there are still some people out there that have been playing for 1,000 years and they play 16 to 18 is the range. There are people that play, oh, you have to have 4 diamonds to open 1 diamond, where I taught you to play the better of 2 minors, to bid the better of 2 minors. So you need a conversation with your partner so you know that you're both on the same page. Now, I know this is not related to what I'm saying, but I want you to know that your opponents can ask what a bid means. So that, let's say I open 1 no trump and my partner says 2 diamonds. My opponents have the right to question what that bid means. Because when I discussed with my partner that we're going to play Jacobi, I didn't sit down with my opponents and tell them. See what I'm saying?
No.
Yes.
They have the right to question.
I
What
don't
does
get-
that mean? But they can't question me. They can only question my partner because they can't say to me, what does your partner mean by saying that? You know, you can't give information to the partner. So if I say 1 no trump and my partner says 2 diamonds, they have the right to ask what that means.
Who do they have a right to ask? That's what,
If I say 1 no trump and they say 2 diamonds, they have
No,
the
you-
right to ask the partner of the person who made the bid.
I stood
They
up.
can't ask him. They can't ask him what his 2 diamond bid means because that's giving information to me. They can ask me what his bid means. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes, Ruth.
If you have 9 points and 5 of one major and 4 of another major, what do you do?
And your partner opened 1 no trump.
Yes, and your partner opened 1 no trump.
You know, I would probably use Stamen
Okay.
because I know that you have a 5-card suit and some of you, that's a very, very good question. I know that some of you would want to say, oh, but I want to show my 5-card major. But you have more of a chance of finding a fit in a major suit if you show your partner that in fact you have 2 majors there. And the fact that you have 1 extra in one of the suits is not as important as showing the 2 majors. Does everyone understand her question?
Yes, but how would you answer it? Would you show the?
Okay,
Repeat
so
the
I
question and
say,
answer.
all right, so let's say I have 5 spades and 4 hearts. My partner says 1 no trump. I say 2 clubs. Partner, I have 2 4-card majors, right?
Mhm.
He comes back. Hear me out. He comes back and says 2 diamonds. What is he telling me?
Doesn't
Have a 4-card major.
He doesn't have a 4-card major. I've just told him I have 2 4-card majors. He said 1 no trump. I said 2 clubs, partner. I have 1 or 2 4-card majors. He says 2 diamonds, D for diamonds, D for don't. I don't have a 4-card major. I could then rebid my
Bid.
5-card suit to show that I actually had 5 cards in that suit, not 4. And then he knows there's support if he only has 3. Did that make sense, Ruth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank
See
you.
how much more valuable that is than just using Jacobi?
Mhm. Yeah, good, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's take a look at the examples on page 2 and 3. Could you put up page 2 again, please?
7, no, 4, 5, 8.
I don't know if she hears me. Natasha, are you there?
I'm getting it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Just let me know when you want to take it down as well, so that everyone can see
Sure.
your screen.
Yeah, I'm not going to be holding anything up.
Okay.
Oh, and just so you know,
Yes, Mary?
the person who couldn't see you before
7.
probably doesn't have the participants section hit. They only have the full screen. So if you hit the
Oh,
participants, they get to see everybody.
okay. So they would have to go on speaker view
No,
or gallery view.
It's just too
either.
small.
They could do either, speaker view, because that highlights you and then just gives them a few. But
Okay.
I'm talking about on the bottom, they have to hit
Right.
participants.
Okay, so let's take, thank you. Let's take a look at these 2 hands. So we have opener and responder. What would you like opener to bid?
1 no trump.
One no trump.
Well, let's take a look. She's got 5, 7, and 7 is 14, 17 high card points. You could not ask for a more picture perfect 1 no trump opening, right?
Mhm.
Look at high card points. That's as balanced as you can get. Look at responder's hands. What is responder's bid?
2 clubs.
2 clubs.
Does anyone disagree? Does anyone think we're going to use Jacobi transfer here?
No.
No.
So she's going to say 2 clubs. Partner, I have at least 8 points, which she does. She has 5, 7, 11 high card points. She's going to say 2 clubs. I have at least 8 points and at least 1 4-card major. What is responder? I'm sorry, what is opener going to respond?
2 spades.
Spades, 2
Spades.
spades.
Partner, I have a 4-card major too. Responder goes ding, ding, ding. We've got a fit.
3.
But now, what is responder's next bid?
Four
After
No
spades.
trump.
4 spades. 4 spades.
Okay, I want to be very clear. Responder will not bid no trump because responder has found a fit in a major suit.
Oh.
If opener had said 2 diamonds, then maybe she'd say no. Yeah, she'd say 3 no trump at that point because there's no fit in a major suit. But as soon as opener said spades, responder goes, she's got 4 spades, I've got 4 spades, 8 spades, that's enough to have spades as trump. Partner has 15 to 17 points. What did I say, 11?
11.
That's 11 points.
11 points.
11 points. Even if my partner,
Somebody turn off their speaker. We got 2 echo.
if somebody has 2 devices on. Even if my partner has 15 points, this is what responder is thinking. Even if my partner has 15 points, with my 11, that's 26, more than enough for 3 no trump. Let's actually count. Oh, and who's declarer here?
Opener.
Opener.
Opener is declarer because she bid the spades first. So the stronger hand, again, is the one that's not, is hidden. And the weaker hand is the one that's on the board. Not that it's so weak, but it's still the weaker hand. Let's count winners. Let's see if she has 9
I thought you
winners.
said no trump. You're bidding 3 no trump? You're
I
not
didn't say,
bidding.
did I say 3 no trump?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
heard
you
you.
said 3 no
Sorry.
trump.
4 spades.
4 spades.
Okay.
4 spades. Well, even with 4 spades, Who's declarer?
Opener.
Opener. Right. So let's count, all right, let's count losers. Let's count losers. Since we're playing it in 4 spades, let's count losers. How
There's two
many,
hearts.
losers does she have in spades?
None.
Probably
None.
none. How many losers does she have in hearts?
Two.
2. How many losers does she have in diamonds?
None.
Probably none. She's got an ace, king, 6, and that 6 will go up on the queen. So
Yeah.
far, she's got 2 losers. How many losers does she have in clubs?
One.
Probably 1. A little club from one hand goes off on the king and the other. A little club in that hand goes off on the ace on the other, and then she's got a loser somewhere. So if that's 1 loser in clubs and 2 losers in hearts, that's 3 losers, which means she makes 10 tricks, which means she makes 4 spades. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, can we scroll to the next page, please? Ah, I see the blank one in between. You were right. Yeah, there's a blank one in between everything. Okay, opener. What is opener's bid?
One no trump.
One no
She
trump.
has 6, 7, 14, 15 points this time. And a 4-card heart suit. By the way, if she had 5 hearts, would she have opened one no trump?
No. One
No.
heart.
Some people play that you can. Some people
No.
play that you absolutely can bid one no trump with 5 hearts. I want you to always think, I want to show my 5-card major. I would like you not to bid one no trump with 5 in a major.
Isn't
Right,
5,
trump by opener. What is responder's bid?
2 clubs.
Two no trump.
Clubs. She's showing a 4-card major. This is the Stamen Convention. If you have 8 points or more and a 4-card major, you're going to tell your partner by saying 2 clubs. You would say 2 diamonds to show 5 hearts. You would say 2 hearts to show 5 spades, and you would show 2 clubs to show 1 or both of the 4-card majors. Okay, so it's back to opener. Does opener have a 4-card major?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Going to bid it. What's her bid?
2 hearts.
2 hearts. Responder's not thrilled with that. Responder doesn't have 4 hearts, but responder knows that opener could have 4 spades to go with those 4 hearts, but bid the hearts first. You with me?
Yes. Yes.
If you write down these bids as we talk about it, it's going to be helpful. So it's 1 no trump by opener, 2 clubs for responder, 2 hearts by opener. You wanted to know my 4-card major? Here it is. 2 spades by responder.
2 spades.
Just in case, partner, you have 4 spades to go with those 4 hearts. This is my 4-card major.
Yeah.
And how does opener know that there's no fit in hearts? Because responder would have responded with hearts.
Right.
Right.
Opener bid the hearts. So opener has to have a way of saying, sorry, you have 4 spades, but I don't. What is opener's next bid?
2 no
trump.
trump. 2 no trump. 2 no trump.
2 no
no.
trump. Look
Two
at what
no
opener has. Opener has 15 points. How many points did responder promise?
8.
3. 8.
8. Remember, you need 8 points to bid to use Stamen. 15 and 8 is only 23. Opener cannot lively go to 3 no trump unless she knows that responder has more. But responder could have more. Responder promised 8, but she could have more.
Yes.
So opener says 2 no trump. What she's saying to her partner is, listen, I have the minimum that I needed to make my bid, but hey, if you've got extra, you can go to 3 no trump.
Right.
Everyone with me?
Right.
Anyone not understand that so far?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yes.
The opener has 3 spades. Oh, forget it. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I
3
just answered
spades
my
is
own
not a
question.
fit.
Right.
All right. If responder had used Jacobi, they would have had a fit, right? If responder had used Jacobi promising 5 in the spades, then there would be a fit. Okay, so it's 1 no trump by opener, 2 clubs by responder, 2 hearts by opener. Here's my bid. Here's my suit. 2 spades by responder. Nope, maybe you have 4 spades. Opener says, nope, don't have 4 spades, 2 no trump. Why not 3 no trump? Only has 15 points, partner may only have 8. So let's go back to responder. So what does she know? She knows her
Right.
partner does not have 4 spades because she bid no trump. Stop me if you don't get it. She knows her partner has 4 hearts, not 5, because she didn't open with hearts. She knows her partner has 15 points because she didn't go to game in no trump. She didn't show that powerful hand. So responder says, okay, I know all this stuff. My partner has 15 points. What do I have? I have 11 points.
11 points.
If my
Yeah.
partner has 15 points, can responder go to game?
Yes.
Yes.
What is responder's bid?
3 no
3
trump.
no trump.
That's the final contract. Because there was
Very
no
good.
fit in a major suit.
Very good.
So now let's count our winners. Spades, how many winners?
3.
3, maybe 4.
Well,
That little one, that extra little 6 might be a winner if the spades that she's missing are split evenly,
Uh-huh.
right? She's got 7 spades. She's missing 6. If the 6 spades are split among the 2 opponents, 3 and 3, with me?
Mhm.
Yes.
They'll each drop a spade on the ace. They'll each drop a spade on the king. I'm talking, when I say they, I mean the opponents, and they'll
Yeah.
each drop a spade on the queen, which means a little one is going to take a trip, but you can't count on that. So we know 3 winners in spades. How about in hearts? How many winners?
1.
1.
one.
Good. Whoever said 1, good for you. She's got the queen, jack, and 10. The queen will be eaten up by opponent's ace. The jack will be eaten up by opponent's king. Oh, sorry, it's 2. It's not 1, it's 2. The queen will be eaten up by the king or the ace. The jack will be eaten up by the king or the ace, and then she's got the 10 and the 9. So she's got 2 tricks in hearts.
Yeah.
So she's got minimum 3 in spades and 2 tricks in hearts. So that's 5.
5.
How many definite tricks in diamonds?
2.
2.
1.
1, ace.
Let's
That
see, 8.
queen could be eaten up by opponent's king, and then she's got squat after that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I say. 3 and 2 is 5, and 1 is 6. Does she have 3 tricks and clubs?
Yes. No.
Only
no,
if
just
only if
two.
the finesse works.
Yes,
Yeah.
2.
Just 2.
There's 2 definite ones. So
Yeah.
she has 8 sure tricks. Not a problem. She's got various ways of making that 9th trick. Here's one of the ways. She could maybe get the king out in diamonds with a finesse, but not the finesse that I taught you. I'll be going into finesses more in this class. So it's a possible finesse in diamonds to get the king out. And she definitely has a possible finesse in clubs. She leads the
Yes.
jack towards the ace, right?
Yes.
And maybe someone doesn't play the queen and she wins the trick with the jack. There's possibilities there. The other possibility is that those spades are split 3 and 3 and she wins a trick with the 6 of spades. Remember we talked about that before?
Yeah.
So she's got 3 possibilities of rescuing that hand with an extra trick. So sometimes you have 26 points, but you still don't have the contract. So I think that she's got a good shot at making this. Okay, the 3rd hand, which is opener bid.
One no trump.
She's got 7 and 5 is 12, 14, 15, 16 points this time. She opens 1 no trump. What does responder do?
3 no trump. 3 no trump.
Good for you. Is that Michael?
No.
Whoever you are, good. Tom.
Yes, I got it.
Responder cannot use Jacobi, does not have a 5-card major. Responder cannot use Stamen, does not have a 4-card major. But responder says, I'm sitting here with 6, 7, 10 points. Even if my partner only has 15, we've got enough points for 3 no trump.
I got it.
Let's count winners. Let's see if they've got the winners. Now, of course, this is all based on not knowing where the opponent's cards lay. But sure winners in spades, how many?
3. 4.
4.
3. 3. You can't
Three.
get more tricks than the
Yeah,
number of cards you have. Wouldn't it be nice if she had another spade?
Yes.
So she's gonna have to drop a winner on a winner.
Yes.
She had a little spade. It would come off. Oh, that's a shame. I feel so bad and I made up the hands and I still feel bad. Okay, so three definite winners in spades. How about in hearts?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. No, 3 or 4, depending on how they lay. Right? She might have 4 tricks if the opponent's hearts are split 3 and 3, like we had before with the diamonds in the other hand. Then if the opponent's hearts are split 3 and 3, each of them drops 1 on the ace, each of them drops 1 on the king, and each of them drops 1 on the queen. So definitely 3 tricks in hearts, 3 tricks in spades. How about in diamonds?
2.
She's got 2.
2.
Definitely
Yes.
has 2.
Yes.
Either the king, the queen, or the jack will go out on opponent's ace, and then she's got 2 winners. So 3 and 3 is 6, and 2 is 8. And oy vey, what does she have in clubs?
Nada. Nada.
Nothing. And probably that's what her opponents are going to lead. Because one of them might have a good club suit, maybe not. So again, 8 short tricks, but there are possibilities for a trick if the hearts split right. Even if, and maybe one of her opponents will make a mistake, like lead the ace of diamonds. Never, ever lead aces in no trump, but lead the ace of diamonds, which makes the queen, the jack, and the king good, right? It could happen. It could happen. So you usually have to play around a little bit to get enough tricks to make it. If you look at your hand and you say, okay, I definitely have 9 tricks right here, that's an unusual situation. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Now I know we have a sample hand here. Yes.
Yeah, one question. What's the
June asked me first. I'll take June. And then
No,
I'll
it's Marty. I was asking for him.
Okay, Marty, go ahead.
Right. What's the official amount that you have to have for no trump? Is it 25?
You mean for 3 no trump?
Yeah.
26.
The 25 is the ballpark figure, but it doesn't mean you're definitely going to make it. And people can make no trump with less, depending on how the cards are split, with the opponents, whether you make a finesse, all those kinds of things. But if you want to look at a ballpark figure, 25 points for 3 no trump, 26 for 4 hearts, 4 spades, 28 or 29 for 5 clubs, 5 diamonds. Obviously, you need more points because you need more tricks. Okay?
One more question, Ann.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Tom. With that hand, if you were playing, you're the opponents to this hand, would you, how soon would you realize that you might be able to set them in clubs before they even get the lead, if you can make 4 club tricks?
Well, if someone is sitting there with the ace, the king, and the queen.
Well, they're sitting there with the ace, king, queen, jack.
No, they're not on the jack because you have.
No, you got the jack. Okay.
If they're sitting there with the ace, king, queen, I am playing and I'm on lead with the ace, king, queen. Remember I said don't lead an ace? I can lead that ace if I've got the king with it. I'm leading the ace, the king, and the queen. I'm taking 3 quick tricks. And you know what they'll have after that? Nothing. Because you will wipe out opponents and opener and responders clubs just with the ace, king, queen. Which means any club you play after that is a winner. Follow that, Tom?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do. That's what I was getting at.
Right.
You
Any
can
club
set
you
them
play
even
after
before
that.
they get started. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
And I have a question.
Okay, this is going to be the last question, and then we're going to go to page 4. So if you would scroll up to page 4, and yes, what's the question?
Can you just back up to the last 2 and just answer the 2 questions on both for the final contract and who's the declarer?
Yeah, we talked about the final contract. On page, you don't have to go to page 3. The final contract would be 3 no trump, right?
Right.
On page 3, 3 no trump for both of them.
And the declarer is the opener?
The declarer is the one who opened no trump because the contract's a no trump. So
Okay.
whoever bid no
What I
trump first
thought.
is declarer. All right, so let's take a look at this sample hand, and then I definitely want to get to the review. All right, so South is the dealer. What is South's opening bid?
But South or Trump?
I'm on page
No.
4.
One no Trump.
South has 6, 7, 9,
Fine,
and 2
one
is
no Trump.
11, and 5 is 16 high card points. Even though she's got 5 diamonds, this can be opened, one no trump. It is a balanced hand, right?
Yes.
Right. Balanced hand means no more than 1 doubleton, no singletons, no
Yeah,
fourths. I would not want her to open this hand if those 5 cards were in hearts or spades, but since they're in diamonds, you can certainly open one no trump.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes,
West bids next. West obviously is going to pass.
yes, yes.
North is responding to her partner's one no trump opening bid. What would you like her to bid?
2 clubs.
Clubs.
So you can make a little notation of 2 clubs next to it. She also has, let's make sure she has 8 points. She has 7, 8, 9, 12 points. So she knows that this is going to be played in a complete game, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Her partner opens one no trump. She's got 12 points. She says, we're going to play this in some game. She knows it's not going to be in spades, right? If it's going to be in a major trick, a major suit, it has to be in hearts. Because North knows she only has 1 spade. Her partner would have to have 7 spades for them to
Yes.
have a fit in spades. Her partner doesn't have 7 spades, so she would have opened spades.
Yes.
There's a possibility they could play it in 4 hearts, but her partner would have to have 4 hearts for that to happen, right?
Right.
Anyone not understand what I'm saying? You all got it.
Yeah.
So if her partner doesn't have 4 hearts, then they're going to play it in 3 no trump.
Yeah.
Because they have enough points and they don't have a fit in a major suit. So North will say 2 clubs, partner, I have a 4-card major. South has 9 points. East has 9 points. East hasn't heard anything from her partner. East is going to pass. So this hand is between North and South. Okay, so South needs to respond to her partner's request for, do you have a 4-card major? And what is South going to say after her partner says 2 clubs?
2 no Trump.
No
Diamonds.
3 no Trump.
2 no Trump.
Remember, the convention is you must tell your partner if you have a 4-card major or not.
2
Oh,
diamonds.
Oh,
2 diamonds.
2
Oh,
diamonds.
yeah, that's right.
Remember, D for diamonds, D for don't have a 4-card major. So again, one no trump by South, pass by West, 2 clubs by North. I have a 4-card major, partner. Do you? Pass by East, 2 diamonds by South. Pass by West. Is North going to bother bidding her hearts?
No.
No, because
No
they won't.
reason
No.
It's
Because
definitely not
South
a
just
match.
told her she doesn't have a 4-card major. So there's
Right.
no possible fit in hearts. So what should North's next bid be?
3 no Trump.
3 no trump.
3 no Trump. I have a question. The
Yes.
fact that South has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds, I thought that instead of saying 2 diamonds, maybe South would want to show that she has all these diamonds. I know we don't want to play in diamonds, but those diamonds are going to make the 3 no Trump.
Those
Very-
diamonds are going to be a treasure in no trump. So
But
there's
she
no
wouldn't
reason to
say-
show them. It's
Doesn't
fine.
answer 3 diamonds.
No, no.
Don't say I'm loaded
No.
with diamonds. No, doesn't matter.
Answer,
Okay.
answer what in diamonds? 3 diamonds?
Yeah, instead of 2 diamonds, say 3 diamonds. To
No.
show her partner.
No,
that-
she's going to
I
follow
don't
the
have
convention and just say 2 diamonds.
Okay, thank you.
Trust me, those diamonds will come in handy. Okay,
Why
who's
does she-
Declara? Who's Declara in no trump?
South.
South, who leads?
West.
West.
West, what do you lead in no trump?
Three of spades.
Put down from strongest to strongest. 5 of spades is led. So if you're,
Yeah.
if you have the sheet in front of you, you can just put a little tick mark for 5 of spades.
Why the
North's
5
hand
of
comes
spades?
down on the table.
Why the 5 of spades?
Well, because when you
What's
lead
the
a no,
longest, the strongest?
I can't hear her.
thank you. If you are leading against a no trump contract and your partner hasn't bid, right? If your partner has bid something, you would lead what your partner bid, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
But if your partner hasn't bid and East hasn't bid, then then the normal way of playing it is you look at your longest suit. and you lead the fourth down, which means you count
Oh, I didn't
from the
know that.
top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well,
Fourth down, fourth,
there's a lot we haven't done, Michael.
fourth
lot we
down.
haven't
Okay.
Yes, so she leads the 5 of spades. She gets all happy when she sees that singleton, but it's not going to help her. West gets all happy when she sees the singleton because, oh, I led into a suit that they don't have, but they have. So the North puts her hand down and South counts her winners. How many definite winners does she have in spades?
2.
2.
2.
She actually is going to have maybe 3 winners because West led away from the king, but okay. But she only knows that she has 2 definite winners. She has the ace and either the queen or the jack. That's 2. How about in hearts? How many winners?
2.
2.
1. 1.
She's got the king and the queen. The only way they both come good is if one of her opponents leads the ace, which you don't do in no trump. So if she plays the king and then one of her opponents has the ace, puts the ace on top of it, she's only going to get 1 trick in hearts, correct?
Right.
Okay. So she has 2 definite winners in spades, 1 definite winner in hearts, but oh, those diamonds. Oh, those diamonds.
Yeah.
She is going to make 5 tricks in diamonds.
5, yeah.
Right.
But she has to play the ace, the king, and the jack from the dummy first, and then play the little one to get to the winners in her hand. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have more diamonds in South than you do in North. So when she plays the diamonds, she wants to play the ace of diamonds first, then the king, then the jack, then she plays the 5, and then she can continue in her hand with the queen and the 10. Follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 2 in spades, 1 in hearts is 3, 5 in diamonds is 8. And she's got at least 1 winner in clubs.
Yeah.
So she's got her contract.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 of spades, you can put a tick mark through it. I'm just going to go real fast through this hand. 7 of spades. East must play her highest. You play third hand plays high. East will play the 10 of spades. South will play the jack of spades. She is not going to play spades again. Spades is her opponent's suit. She's going to let them lead the spades. Oh, but she's got the ace. So what? Let them lead the spades. She's going to attack her best suit next. Right?
Yeah.
In no trump, you attack your best suit. But I remember I told you she wants to play the ace and the king first, but she's not up in North. She's down in South. She won it with the jack of spades. So what? Play a little diamond. Right? First have the 2 diamonds. I don't care what diamond you play from West. It's irrelevant.
2.
Ace of diamonds from North. A little diamond from East. Now she's in the dummy, right?
Yes.
King of diamonds.
King of diamonds.
Cross out a diamond in East.
Yes.
Low diamond in South. The other
Yes.
diamond in West.
Uh-huh.
Jack of
Now you
diamonds.
can.
Jack of diamonds. I don't care. East throws off something, a spade. I'm not even worried about what he should throw off. East throws off something. She throws a low diamond. She's now taken 3, and West throws off something. She's now taken 3 diamond tricks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But she still has 2 more diamonds in her hand that are winners.
Right.
So she plays the 5 of diamonds from the dummy. East throws off something. She beats it with either the 10 or the queen. It's irrelevant. Then she takes the queen of diamonds, and she's now made 5 diamond tricks, plus 1 spade trick. She's in her hand, right?
Right.
Okay. I would play the king of clubs. Get out the ace. I don't know if they're going to play the ace. Maybe they don't play the ace. King of clubs. Low, low. East plays low. Queen of clubs. Low, low. North plays low. East
But
says,
you
okay,
have
I'm
the
going to
ace
take.
of clubs out there that could take that trick.
What was that?
The ace of, if you're playing You go around in clubs and the guy with in East takes it with the ace of clubs.
But not on the first trick. Let's say he waits the second trick. So you play
Why?
the,
Why would he
Why?
not want to
Because-
get it back? Why would he not want the lead back?
he's got the
Because
lead
he's
with the
got-
heart. If they play the heart, he's got the lead with the heart, and then he can play his ace then. Because you hold off on aces and no trump. You
All
don't
right.
play your aces right away because then you can't stop them. Those are called stoppers. So if South leads the king of clubs, North and West plays low, and North plays low, East plays low, South will come back with another club. West plays low, North plays low, East is gonna take it with the ace. And you know what happens? As soon as she plays another spade. I'm sorry, as soon as she plays a heart. If she takes the ace of clubs and now she plays a heart,
Mhm.
North can take it with the king, and then she's got more clubs in her hand. More clubs in the dummy. So she can win some tricks with the jack of clubs. She's got all kinds of ways of making this hand. But the one suit she's going to stay away from is spades, because that's the suit the opponent's led. So she wants them to lead it. Especially she wants West to lead a spade, because if West leads a spade, she gets her ace, her queen, and her jack good, because West is the one with the king. You follow that?
Mm.
West plays low, she takes it with the queen and jack. West plays the king, she takes it with the ace, and then she has the queen and jack. That's the
So
one
what-
suit she's going to stay away from.
So why wouldn't East take the ace of clubs and lead back a spade?
Okay, so she leads back a spade. So South plays low, West plays the king. But South's still going to take 2 tricks. She never counted on 3 tricks in spades. So she gets 2 tricks in spades, she gets 1 trick in hearts, she gets 5 tricks in diamonds. And you know what happens? Because she pushed the king and the queen, her jack of clubs is good. So as soon as they play hearts, if she ends up with the king on the board, now she's got 2 club tricks. Did you follow what I said?
Yes.
Why doesn't she play the clubs before she plays the diamonds to assure the 9 tricks?
The diamonds will do it for her too.
But
Why does she need to play the clubs first?
why not play the clubs first? And then you assure
Play
you have 9
the
tricks.
first thing you go to, the first suit you play in no trump is the suit that will get you the most tricks.
Even though they're not going to get you 9, they're only going to get you 8. So you still need that 9th trick.
Right, so that's that. Then you go to your second best suit, which is clubs. I imagine it would work the same way if she did the clubs first, but the diamonds are better. Do the one that's better first. You know what? Try this hand at home. You are home. Try this hand where you are. Play it out with the clubs first, and then try it again. Play it out with the diamonds first, and see which one does better for you. Okay? I'm telling you that I'd like you to play the diamonds first. Okay, I need us to go to, if you don't mind, Natasha, since we're doing this, the shared screen, let's continue. Let's go down to page 5, please.
I just asked one question about this.
I'm really going to ask Nad.
Okay.
I'm going to say, email me if you have a question, because we
Okay.
have less than 10 minutes and I have like 25 minutes worth of work here. All right. So whatever we don't do, I'm going to ask you to take a look for homework. So I asked you to jot down a few words. Obviously, we're not going to have time for you to jot down the words. So we're just going to talk about it, and whatever we don't get to finish, I'll ask you to look at home. So these are what you remember from beginning bridge. And if you're new to the class, this is just what you remember from playing bridge. So, and if you wouldn't mind taking some notes as we talk about it, just quick notes, just to help you review. All right, opening in a major suit. What do you want to tell me about opening in a major suit?
5 cards needed.
5 cards.
All right,
And
so if you want
13
to,
points. And
all right,
13 points.
so you want to make a note that you need 5 cards to open in a major suit. And as Michael said, it shows 13 to 21 points. Those are the 2 main things about opening in a major suit. But just in case you're not sure what a major suit is, you might want to mention that major suits are hearts and spades. Does anybody have anything else they want to add to? If you were writing an instruction book on opening in a
Yeah.
major suit, anything else we need to add? Because I can't think of really any.
And some people say they're playing with 12 points for an opening hand.
Yes, we're going to talk about some people play with 12 points, but since we're still relative beginners, I'd like you to do 13. There are certain things you can do to open with 12 points, and some people do. There's the rule of 20, there's some other things, but for now, let's say 13.
Okay, I just thought of something else. It's high card points plus.
Yes,
Right.
okay, so you might want to say an opening bid, thank you. An opening bid is a combination of high card points. And if you're really writing a book, you could say 4 points for the aces, 3 points for the kings, 2 points for the queens, and 1 point for the jack, plus distribution, right? 1 point for every card over 4 in any suit. Okay, I think we've covered everything now. Opening in a minor suit, what do you want to tell me about that? Maybe
Usually you
somebody
have
who hasn't
either
shared,
three or
maybe
four.
somebody who hasn't shared yet.
In diamonds or clubs.
6.
Okay, you're gonna be opening in diamonds or clubs, yes?
13
You have to either 3 or 4.
5.
Okay, so opening in a minor suit, we still need 13 to 21 points, or if you're playing 12 to 21 points, if you're doing like Marty talked about. So you need opening points, you need to be opening in clubs or diamonds, and it almost always shows that you don't have a 5-card major. So if you have 6 clubs and 5 hearts, I would like you to open 1 heart instead and show the minor suit second. So you're pretty much saying you don't have a 5-card major. And remember what I told you about you playing the better of 2 minors. So if you don't have a 5-card major and you're opening up in a minor suit, you're opening up in the minor suit that's better. What makes it better?
Length.
It's longer. You've got 5 clubs and 4 diamonds, you're gonna open 1 club. You've got 4 diamonds and 3 clubs, you're gonna open 1 diamond.
Diamond.
What? What's the question? Whichever minor suit is longer is automatically better. You're gonna open in the major suit if you have 5 cards. If you have opening points, but you don't have a 5-card major, you'll open in your better minor suit, whichever one is longer. What if they're the same length?
If they're 3, if they're length of 3, you go to clubs. If they're 4, you go to diamonds.
If they're 3 and 3,
Clubs.
if you have opening points, you don't have a 5-card major, and you have 2 minor suits and they both have 3, you will open in the clubs. But if they both have 4, or they both have 5, as long as it's not 3, you will open in the diamonds. Everybody good?
Yep.
And please, if
say
this
that
is not,
one-
if this
one
is
time.
not like absolutely solid in your head, take the notes. Okay, opening OneNote Trump. Please, again, if you have a question, actdan@aol.com. I really want to get through as much as I can. Opening OneNote Trump. I'm just gonna
Balance
tell you.
16 balance.
17 to 17 high card points.
Okay, I'm hearing it. Yes, thank you for sharing. You have a balanced hand, no singletons, no voids, at most 1 doubleton, and you have 15 to 17 high card points. We're not counting distribution. If you play 16 to 18, no one's going to arrest you. Okay, very good. And also you can add, shouldn't have a 5-card major, right?
Right.
To open OneNote Trump. Opening 2 clubs means 1 thing and 1 thing only.
22 or more points.
That's it. That's the only thing you should write down. It promises nothing in terms of clubs. It promises nothing in terms of any suit. It's a point count only. Is this all like familiar information, guys?
Yes.
Good. Opening 2-note Trump is the same thing as opening 1-note Trump, but with more points.
20
Still
to
have a
21
balanced
points.
hand.
21.
But it's 20 or 21, that's it. Not 20, not 19, not 22, 20 or 21 high card points. And again, you shouldn't have a 5-card major.
5-card major.
What can you say about bidding a complete game versus a partial game? Anything that comes to mind?
More points.
More
for
Bonus points.
Okay, so you might put down for a complete game, it depends on what suit I'm in. For hearts of spades, I should have, my partner and I together should have 26 points. If you know how the point count that your partner has based on his bidding, you can figure it out. For 3-no trump, we should have like 25 points. And for 5 clubs or 5 diamonds, we should have 28 or 29 points, which is why it's the last resort. What else can you add about bidding a complete game versus a partial game? You could add that you get bonus, like someone said it. You get a bonus for bidding and making. You can't just bid it, you have to actually make it. Bidding and making 3-no trump, 4 hearts, 4 spades, 5 clubs, 5 diamonds. So that's the reason we do it, because it's so much, it adds so much to our score. Okay, let me go on, please. Making a preempt bid at level 2, level 3, level 4. Somebody give me something.
6 cards and either 6 to 10 high card points.
6 to 10 high card points.
And
That's true. Well, hang on one second. That's true for all of those. High card points we're counting. Give me something else, somebody.
6 for level 2, 6 for level 2, 7 for 3, and 8 for 4.
Correct. When you say 6, you mean 6 cards.
Yeah.
So the level at which you're going to make a preempt is going to be based on how many cards you have. So for a level 2 preempt, you should have 6 cards. For level 3 preempt, 7. For level 4, 8. Michael, you've been studying.
Yeah.
And in that suit that you're making a preempt bid, you should have 2 honors. King, queen, king, jack, ace, queen. If you're going to preempt at level 4, 3 honors would be nice. Anything else we could add? There are a couple of other things we can add.
And if there's an intervening bid, if somebody opens, you're the overcaller, you have to bid on one level above. You can't, like if someone bids 1 diamond, you can't bid 2 hearts.
Okay, all right. So here's what June is saying. So North opens 1 heart, right? And I wanted to overcall, I wanted to do a preempt in diamonds. Everybody with me?
Yes.
If I say 2 diamonds, which would have been my preempt bid or the dealer, my partner was going to think, I've got opening points. I'm overcalling at the 2 level. I've got opening points. So I could not overcall. So June, you are suggesting that I overcall 3 diamonds?
That's what was suggested to me.
Yes, well, it works. I mean, it's clear that it's a preempt, but you're also telling your partner you have 7 cards in the suit when you only have 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless you have an understanding that.
Right. It's something you could do. So what she's saying is that just to get that bid in, she's going to say 3 diamonds instead of 2 diamonds. So it's clear she's making a preempt, but she's saying 3 diamonds with only 6. If that's how you want to do it, I don't do it that way. I would just pass.
Okay.
But you can do it that way. As long as it's clear that you might be lying to your partner. Okay, but let's say for the sake of argument that you were going to preempt 2 spades, showing 6 spades. So you're east, guys. I'm not going to hold it up because it's hard to see. You're east. Everybody just visualize that North opens 1 heart. Everybody got that? North says 1 heart. You're in east and you've got 6 spades. Can you preempt 2 spades as an overcall?
Yes.
No, that's a simple bid.
With open points.
It is very clear you're preempting in that case. Because if North says 1 heart and you were just making a simple overcall, you'd say 1 spade, wouldn't you?
Right.
So the fact that you said 2 spades as an overcall makes it clear, oh, I'm overcalling as a preempt. I only have 6 to 10 high card points. I have 6 spades. I have 2 pictures in spades. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're done. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, we finished page 5. If you would, instead of doing it in the sample hand, just write notes on page 6 and 7. You've got, when would you bid a suit more than once if your partner hasn't bidded? What is a takeout double? What's a redouble? What's a penalty double? What about distribution points on page 7? Jacoby Transfer and Stamen Convention. I'm not telling you to write a textbook. I'm just saying, write a sentence or two about each of these so we can go over it, because this is a very good review. So next time we're going to finish going over these review topics. We're going to do the 2 hands on page 8. And if there's a God in heaven, we're going to get to open his second bid, the rebid, on page 9. My mistake was that I didn't ask for 2 hours.
I think he's
Just
very
ask for
impressive.
2 hours. An hour and a half's not going to cut
That's not enough, right?
But believe it or not, even though I cut you off sometimes with the questions, I love the questions. And please feel free to email me anything. But that's it.
What page numbers are we covering for next class?
Well, 6 and 7 would be 6, 7, and 8